scratching? Feel good? Money mantras? Okay. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Nico, the investor. I'm in finance, just like most people here, not just budgeting. I'm a universal banker at Fulton Bank. How many people here have heard of a country cooking Saudi? Anybody?
And the Hood Flea Market.
Hood Flea Market. Everybody heard of that? Yes. So Fulton, just to let y'all know that we got her financing for her restaurant and for the Hood Flea Market. We own the financing for that. If you ever heard of Jim's West Steak, we own them as well. Kiki Boom's restaurant, so we have just some big names to throw out there. We work with all types of individuals, small businesses from top bottom businesses as well. One of the most important things about finances I want to say is there's 4 things I want y'all to leave here with, just to stop me from everything from finance. So we have discipline, guilt, confidence, and perspective. The most important one is perspective. So what was the word phrase that we had earlier that we used, like retail therapy? Retail therapy, just in this space that we've done so far, has been used twice. Once in a positive light and once in a negative light. The one thing that I want you to take away is the greatest thing about finance is perspective gives you options to just make money and grow money in ways you never seen. Some people only see things as cons, and some people only see things as pros. You got to take perspective and look at it as a con and a pro. In certain conversations, retail therapy, that was maybe not what you want to do if you're trying to buy a house and things of that nature. But in another sense, like I said, like the life insurance, Primerica, retail therapy might be something help you out with your budgeting or help you out with your lifestyle and everything. So have a different perspective. Everybody has a different perspective on finance. So I'm not right. I'm not right. The budgetinista's not right. We all have different perspectives on things, right? So flashiness. I look like a flashy guy. Trust me, I'm cheap. Most of the richest people I know, I got $5 million in my phone already. I am cheap. Alrighty. I don't need to go. I look nice, but listen, budget for sure. Make sure that you stay on task and make sure, like I said, plan it ahead as much as you can possibly can. We all talk about generational wealth, but it takes a risk taker. One risk taker. You want to live for your generation, 3 generations, that's almost a century of what you have to do now to set up your whole family for 100 years down the line. Do you know how hard that is to really say, I want generational wealth? It's not something that we can just think is just 1, 2 easy steps. You have to really be disciplined to really bring home everything that you want. How many people here want generational wealth? I know I do. That's right, that's what I'm talking about. Another thing I want to get into is cryptocurrency. How many people are familiar and heard of cryptocurrency? How many people in this room own cryptocurrency? Okay, we got a few hands. Bitcoin. So we always hear the big names, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, which is Ripple. It's always good to get into the big names like Bitcoin and things of that nature, but I want you to look deeper into the cryptocurrency, okay? Cryptocurrency, for one, is nothing but just digital currency, right? We all have banks. Most people here probably have debit cards. Some people probably have cash, but cash is not king. COVID almost kind of killed cash, really and realistically. So it's always good to have cash, but there's nothing wrong with keeping your money digitally. Almost all money now is digitalized. So that's all cryptocurrency is. There's no fancy little terminology or nothing like that. It's just digital money that we all have. The best thing about cryptocurrency is it's decentralized. Decentralized versus like how banks are. Centralized means when the bank tomorrow is closed, you can't go to the bank and take out $400. You can have $1 million right now, but if you lost your debit card or whatever the case is, and you need to go to the bank, you physically cannot get your money. With crypto, we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait 3 to 5 days for processing times. We don't have to wait 7 to 10 days for a refund. You ever process a refund? They take it out in 3 seconds, but it takes 7 to 10 days to get it back, right? We hate that. Crypto eliminates all of the processing times and everything, and because it's decentralized, it means that us individually, we control that. We control where the money goes. It gives you a transaction code of where it's routed to. So if I send my wife some money, if I send Shantae some money, it's literally on a ledger. It's all nothing but a digital ledger for me to be able to see where it goes and how it's funded. And the best thing about crypto is a lot of times you can get dividends off of it, so you can stake it. So like stated, it's nothing wrong with having a bank account. We should all have bank accounts personal, and if you have a business, you most certainly should have a business bank account. But again, you don't need to have $1 million in your personal bank account because money in your bank is not being used. I work at the bank at Fulton Bank, so I'm telling you that now. I have clients who have $3 in their personal account, but 150 plus in their savings accounts or in their escrow accounts. All type of accounts you can open for that nature, for things of that stuff. So crypto, I want you to get into it, and not just the big names. By the time you hear it, like Bitcoin, it's at 60,000 now. It's not that it's too late, because it is supposed to go to beyond places, but for you to be able to get a profit in a time frame or a time frame that you would like, it's better for you to worry about some of the little coins. So if you have a pen or paper, I just want to give out some of the gems right now and just give you some of the cryptocurrencies you should be listening into. So for one, I want you to type Solano. Write down Solano. That's a new coin. It's not a new coin, but it's a coin that's just been digitalized in the last couple, like 5-6 years.
Can you spell it?
SOLANA.
Thank you.
The hashtag rate for that, which is a ticker symbol. Stocks and cryptocurrencies, they all have ticker symbols. So the ticker symbol is just the abbreviation for it. You can put ADA next to it if you would like. The next one I want you to write down is XRP. So hashtag or money sign XRP. I want you to look into USDC. Now USDC is nothing about a digitalized coin. For even the government owns USDC for just $1. Like the dollar is backed by nothing since Nixon took it off the gold standard. So like you said, you keep your money even in a savings account in the bank. The rate isn't even going to be 1%. It's going to be like 0.02% or something around that nature. For crypto, they're giving out 5 to 10% APY, annual yield percentage, on your crypto. For USDC, which is just $1 coin, 5 to 10% APY on it. So you can get paid every month. You can get paid every 3 months. They have it in terms of whatever kind of plans you want to do, but I think it's really, really great to just have the money, instead of putting all of it in a bank, put it inside of a USDC crypto coin. Now, and if you want to know where you can purchase cryptocurrency, they do have it on apps like Cash App and Zelle and things of that nature, but it's better to get on actual real exchange. So has anybody heard of Coinbase or Crypto.com? Like I know, like in it used to be the Staples Center, but now it's the Crypto.com Center, and things like that. But it's for the stadiums, NFL stadiums. All the cryptocurrency companies are are mega capping it right now. So they're buying all the stadiums, they're buying all the real estate. Even the U.S. government, they own Bitcoin. They won't tell you that. They don't. It's not advertised greatly by the Jerome Powell and the federal government, but they own cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency is the next stage of evolution of money. A lot of people are scared of it. I know that it's it's new and it's something new that has never been seen before, but it's so important to get into because we can just do so much more with it, even for your businesses. Like imagine your businesses being able to accept cryptocurrency at any date, at any time, be able to apprehend, like I said, refund processes times and things like that for your customers compared to other people. You're going to be ahead of the curve, and it's just better to get ahead of it now, I feel like, instead of later. So as soon as possible. I do consultations on cryptocurrency. You can find me at NicoTheInvestor.com on pretty much anything: Facebook, Instagram, email. Everything is at Nico, Nico, TheInvestor.com. I do one-on-one consultations. I do group consultations, virtual consultations. Any way you need to get the help, I'm here for my clients and my customers. Go ahead.
Somebody else.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to crypto today. Just on the information.
My man, look at that.
Motivation today. I have a question pertaining to crypto. How does that play a factor? Like, would be the factor that plays in having money in your bank account versus having crypto?
The biggest factor is the percentage of the APY that you can get on it. If you can get money for just holding money. Dividends is nothing but you getting money from holding something. So stocks, you can get stock dividends. Not all stocks give dividends, but certain stocks. So if you own 4 stocks in McDonald's, you're going to get paid not only from the individual growth from and the compound interest from McDonald's, but you'll get paid a dividend just for actually holding the stock, which is the same way how crypto works. You can hold, not only will it pay you out, but there's certain coins and certain projects where they'll pay you for newer crypto. Or if you hold our crypto, they'll give you a certain amount of Bitcoin in return. And it's so many rewards and so many interests to take care of on that plane. So to answer your question?
Yeah.
I know it's new.
Yeah.
Like you said, get in it today. We'll do a consultation on it for sure, but I'm gonna show you how you can get your interest on it. That's the most important thing about it. Make sure you not only holding it, but almost all the coins you can get interest on it. It's very, very important. Like 5 to 10% is unheard of. Banks do not do that. Like I said, 0 to 1% maybe. Even on money market accounts and things of that nature. Like you come in the bank and you want a money market account, $10 million is 1%. Like you get 1% on $10 million, which may seem like a lot, but it's not. It should be way higher for banks. The banks been around. These institutions have been around for a while, so you should be making way more money compound interest in your banks.
Can I add something?
Mhm.
And for anybody in here wondering what stocks they should invest in, gold, silver, blue chip, Google. Blue chip is like a big one right now because it has something to do with AI, but it's been making me a couple dollars. So.
I'm not going into gold and silver so much only because we have another speaker, my man Jose in the back, who speaks a lot about gold and silver, so I don't want to take too much and shine from his light. But great advice for sure, for sure. You had a question?
My question was, would you advise people to invest or to use Robinhood as like a way to just get familiarized with like trading?
Absolutely. Robinhood is definitely a great app and platform. They're growing. They're IPO, so they're officially on the New York Stock Exchange. So you can buy stock in Robinhood. You can invest with Robinhood. I most certainly trade on Robinhood. I think for most first-time users, it's really, really easy. Once you get a little bit more advanced, I would use Robinhood, but I would get another platform, maybe like a Charles Schwab or something like that, like a official account from, or maybe like a Merrill Lynch account.
Is that like finance?
Those are financial institutions, so you can go to those, you can sign up for an account, Charles Schwab account is free, and you can buy stocks through those exchanges, like directly.
And another question, I know like with crypto, I know a lot of people are like betting on smaller coins. Is that like a good idea, and will those coins eventually grow?
Yes, the reason why I think they're a good idea, because again, the crypto is very, very in conjunction to the stock market. The reason why I think it's good, just like how the stock market, we have IPOs, like I'm gonna use a great example. How many people have heard of Reddit? Everybody heard of Reddit? Did y'all know that Reddit IPO this week?
Oh, shit.
Yes, you can officially go invest in Reddit stock. They IPO this week. I forget what their, I think it's RREIDT or REIDIT. I'm not sure what their ticker symbol is, forgive me, but I do know that they IPO'd this week. So again, you can invest in the stock. And again, it's new. It just came out. It just IPO'd. I think it's around $30 or $40 per share, which right now, again, it just IPO'd. That's cheap. When Reddit goes crazy, you would wish you got in it at $30 or $40. So just like for the cryptocurrency coins, some lot of the newer coins, they're less than a cent. Some of these coins like Shiba, there's another one, another good one, Shiba, Dogecoin, people have heard of at a time. Like those little ICO coins are so small. If you got a pair of shoes in your closet that you never wore, outfit you never wore, whatever the case is, you got enough money to invest a little bit into some of the little smaller coins. So they are a little bit more riskier to get into because they may not be so rewarding. But again, what I always tell my clients is take about $100 or $200, invest in a few of them, diversify your portfolio with some of the smaller coins, and 9 times out of 10, one of them is bound to hit, especially as you go on longevity watch with time.
I was gonna say, because Dogecoin went crazy over the pandemic.
Sure enough,
I had a lot of shares.
You don't have to keep the coins, like, because it's more like when stocks first IPO, you don't have to hold on to them for so long. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I will hold on to those for a pretty long, decent amount of time. But some of the like smaller coins, like I said, some of the ones less than a cent, you can make your profit or whatever common profit plan you want to come up with, and then once you reach whatever your goal is, or what I tell people is invest in a stock. It goes so big, like, imagine you got a Dogecoin when it was 7 or 6 cents, it's at like 30 cents right now. You put in about, however much you put into it. Take whatever you put into it out and just keep the money that you made and let it grow. That's the best thing about it. You can take your initial fund out. So if I put $100 in Bitcoin and then I'm up, $5,000, just take out your $100 back that you initially put in, and everything else is just pro plus profit.
I have a question about 401ks. As you know, I'm a 9-to-5er, and I very much invest in aggressively with my 401k. I get a nice match, and I've had an opportunity where I did have a time where I lost a job, and I got a nice payout from my 401k. So can you talk about, like, because we talk about investing, like a 401k is also a stock. So can you talk about that as well?
Yes, 401ks are most certainly important. Of the time of our parents' time, they had pensions. 401ks have rolled over. There is a lot of talk about 401ks being disbanded because not a lot of them are in use. A lot of most Americans, I think actually 80% of Americans don't even have a 401k, so jobs aren't going to keep offering 401ks. Yep. Won't be able to, they won't offer 401ks, and that'll be sad for our children's times and things of that nature. When they got a job, they won't have, because retirement is, I'm just my personal opinion. I think retirement right now is trash. So by the time all of us get, older than we are now, it'll be incredibly trash. Like we have, customers from coming to bank who have SSI checks. They're barely, there's a lot of people barely making it on retirement, which is why we need to invest as soon as possible. Just like with the last speaker with index funds. You can invest in index funds, like I said, come up right now. I think it's about $300 or $400 a month for 10 years. You are guaranteed to be a millionaire. That is not a myth. There's nothing about that. If you invest in index funds in 10 years, if you do it consistently for 12 months consistently, you will be a millionaire. It's just no doubt about it. But I'm sorry, and one more thing to add on with 401ks. Even if they do demolish 401ks, Robinhood, they have a feature now that they just acquired last year where you can invest in your own Roth IRA outside of the job. So you don't have to do it with your employer if you don't want. There are plenty of institutions. There are a lot of new startup companies, tech startup companies are starting kind of like their own 401k things, and where you can kind of take control. Like I have my 401k with Robinhood. Because even though I have a job, I could do it with my job. Robinhood, they have better rates. They have better rates, and I can pick and choose what I want to invest in. When you choose a company, you put the money in, but you don't always. You can, but a lot of people don't always know. You get to choose what you invest in, and sometimes people don't even know what they are investing in, even if they did know that they had that option. So it's always better to just kind of, like I said, do a little legwork, do a consultation, and invest in what you want to invest in.
The Robinhood has a way where it can just, I know you said you choose, but just say you're really lazy. Do Robinhood have a way where it just takes like a percentage of your checking and it chooses where to put your money at?
Yes, correct. You want to go that option route, and they have that. It's like a tier thing. Like have a tier 1 where you kind of pick what you want. They have a tier 2 where you'll do you pick half, and then they'll pick the other half, and they'll have a tier 3 where you can just pick the industry. You want to just invest in healthcare, technology, real estate. Just like real estate, you can invest in real estate not only just by buying properties. You can invest in real estate by buying real estate stocks. Like one of them is another one it's just the hashtag and it's It's called Realty. What's the gallery instead? The Simon Properties. You can invest in that. All type of ways. And again, most of those companies give you out dividends, so you'll make money from having it, holding it. If you want to just do an industry or a sector, you can do it just like that. That's what most index funds are. So if you do an index fund like Vanguard, VOO, it just takes a whole bunch of the industries like healthcare. Like you don't want to just choose one stock, it'll choose like 50 or 100 healthcare stocks, and you just put the money into it. So long as the healthcare industry is doing good, you will be fine. Alrighty, and just before I leave on a note, I'm also a universal banker with Fulton Bank, so we do sign up personal accounts, business accounts, LLCs, S-Corps. We do business funding, we have business grants. We have right now specialty. If you are a small business, veteran, woman, LGBTQ, anything like that, we have funding just for that. Like we have funding we have to give out. The bank has money they really have to throw away and throw out. So I want everybody, if you have a business or you want to start a business, please come talk to me. This is the perfect time right now, especially this year, to go get the funding. We have grants, we have all type of incentives and programs. Was there any other questions? Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I'm interested in that last point you just said.
Okay, I got my business cards right here. I have my work ones and I have my my trading ones, so I'm gonna hand them out to both. And